The game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder control the tap. Westbrook. Celtics have it. Irving to Marcus Smart. Deep two there, won't go. Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense to George. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Irving. Horford. Great defense, forcing the miss. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. It goes down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down just a couple. Won't go. Irving to Marcus Smart. And the rebound taken by Grant. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. And it's George with the block shot.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
It's denied by Horford.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
To Paul George. Westbrook to George. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Around the perimeter to Westbrook. George buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. George, there is.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. To Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. George, not easy.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Brown to the basket, but a shot won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Schroeder. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. It's PG for 2. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG.
To Paul George. drive here, but the shot stays out. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, Dennis Schroeder missed his first. That one goes. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Long heave from three-quarters court. That's it for the first quarter. Thunder with the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter.
To Schroeder. To George. Trying to cash in. That's no good. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
George. Brown up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Paul George. To Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Dennis Schroeder. Brown's got the rebound. To George. Denied by Hayward. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in.
A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Schroeder. George. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Jaylen Brown. Runner here won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Has a look. Shot by Robertson off the mark. Rozier into the front court. Down 2. Try from the baseline, but it won't go down. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element.
Is making changes on the floor. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Paul George. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Westbrook. Down to Grant. And Boston has the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. Thunder have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, he had it. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To George. Knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. PG lets it fly. Off the mark. Rozier. And the rebound taken in by George. Easy pass to the rim.
The assist from number 0.
That's it for the first half. The Thunder with the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Thunder have their explosive offense to thank for the halftime lead. The way they play here today makes me think it's not going to stop in the upcoming half. I'm very impressed by their offense, and even better, their team chemistry. The Celtics have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Paul George has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was Cole?
Forget Cole. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
To bring you the second half action.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Westbrook to Adams. Paul George to Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. And he misses that one free throw. To Paul George. Down low Adams. To Horford. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
With the flush, taking on all comers.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Irving to Horford. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Oh. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, yes, me and you.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. It's Westbrook. No good. To Horford. Short jumper off the mark. To Westbrook. The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. Rejected by Tatum.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Westbrook. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Westbrook with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Has a chance. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense to Horford. Here comes the screen. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Westbrook to George. Turns and slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those...
Knocked loose. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. To Westbrook. Shot clock winding down. Rozier. He's got it for 3.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
Rises for the slam. Nothing going here on that drive. Right down Broadway, 4-2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're looking to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
To Paul George. Trying to cash in. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. To Marcus Morris. Going to launch beyond the arc. Contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Down for Robertson. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
And draws the foul.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to
Goes 2 for 2. Rozier with it. Trailing by 14. To Marcus Morris. Fires the 3. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Thunder with the basketball. George. Screen coming. Probing the defense. To Schroeder. And the rebound taken by Brown. To Rozier. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Here's Schroeder with it. The lead is 11. Count the basket at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Aaron Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
And a pass stolen by Boston to Marcus Morris. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Brown into the front court. His guy's down 11. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. Thunder have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Entering the game for Boston, number 11.
To George. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Irving. Good look that time, but off the mark. Felton into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Adams. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving to Marcus Morris. Down to Grant. And look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Irving. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Felton into the front court. His team on top by 13.
The assist from number 2, Raymond Felton.
Lays it up and in.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
George lets it fly. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Aaron Baines. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
To number 12, that's his first personal foul.
And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Irving. Message received. Well defended. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Kyrie Irving, that's his first personal foul.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder were solid in today's victory, and the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to the Celtics. Didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Oklahoma City Thunder did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Paul George put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Boston Celtics. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.